podcast with me, Vic, you, who are you today?
Jack.
Where we talk about, well, the shit that's happened. We cover hot topics, lukewarm topics, and general shizzle affecting us and the world around us.
Oh, shizzle. We've also got Buddy with us today who is asking me to throw his toy, but I'm
Don't
not
engage.
I'm not engaging. So you will notice, I assume because you're watching it.
You might not notice.
You might not notice you're watching us. But you're watching us. We're filming from now on. We're going to be filming.
To watch us. You've got the opportunity to watch us.
You have, but also you don't have to. You can listen to this on the go as well. You don't need
We have
to.
got faces for radio, so they might choose not to.
I haven't got a face for radio.
Oh, natural babes.
I am naturally beautiful.
Which brings us
What
on
are
to
you
the... Mainly.
Mainly?
I see you real early in the morning. But that brings us on to our feedback that we got for our last episode, which was awesome. I proper loved that episode.
Yeah,
I think
you did love it, didn't you?
I think that's been my favourite one, just because it
Has
felt
it?
like it was more conversational.
Yeah, I enjoyed that side of it.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
but
for sure.
then the feedback that we've got has also sparked conversations.
Yeah.
It's not just been like, oh my god, Vic, did you actually do that?
Yeah.
Or did you both say that?
Did you say
It's
that?
been actual conversation. So that's been good. But also it's like, so obviously I spend a lot of time in the gym, and one of the conversations it started is about people wearing makeup in the gym.
Oh, yeah.
And now personally, I think everyone that goes to my gym has seen me in the sorriest of states, whether it's before or after a workout. Because if it's before, I generally roll out of bed, put my clothes on, show my face the toothbrush, and then leave the house. But then obviously when I've done a workout, I also look a sight. I personally wouldn't go with any makeup on.
I've been in the gym with makeup on.
But you know what? If people feel more confident in their own skin, wearing a face full of makeup and their hair done and everything, then
I didn't
You
put the
go
makeup on for the gym,
oh boy.
but I didn't take it off, even though I knew I was going to get all sweaty. But then it started to be like I'm going to look.
No, mate. If you wanted to, then who cares? But I will say, last summer when I was in the gym, I'm like giving it beans on the treadmill. This girl come in, she absolutely stunning girl. She was only dead young, face full of makeup, hair immaculate. She got on the treadmill in front of me. She started walking on the treadmill, and her walk was a stroll at best. She took an absolute shitload of selfies
And then got off.
and then got off and went. Like literally left the gym.
I know a few people who've done that, and I've
But
seen
again,
a few people doing
whatever.
that.
She's
Because my gym's one of them. I think Molly May's in my gym.
Oh really?
Yeah, so I think a lot of people go for that in my gym.
What's the point?
I don't know what
You
the
could just
point
do it
is,
in your
because I'm not
house.
gonna lie. I can't remember what I was gonna say then, but
Was it a lie?
it was a lie. It was a bit of a lie. Don't mean a lie. I just genuinely forgot what I was gonna say. But yeah, I just think like the gym and like get over yourself. Like whatever. Different strokes for different folks, innit?
Yeah,
But-
I'm just not paying attention to most other people in the gym unless they're
Yeah, I
standing
just
taking
feel like
selfies on the
all it
stroller.
does is make it just makes other people feel, well, it can make, like if you're intimidated to go into a gym and then that's happening,
Yeah.
it's just going to make you feel even more intimidated. And I
Yeah.
just think you don't have to exclude people, and you can be nice and still gorgeous.
Yeah.
I am walking living proof of that, obviously. But
do you
the
know
rest,
what? Go on.
the rest of the feedback was, I think mostly, yeah, like you said, nature's best, but don't just be a slob. Like, F it
There's a
with
time
nature.
There's a time and a place to be a slob though.
No, you can be a slob at home. You can be a slob whenever you want. Like, if slob is your aesthetic, if slob is what you're going for, call me, because I can tell you how to do that. But I'm not telling anyone how to do anything, but I think the overarching winner was nature with effort.
Yeah, I mean,
Natural
it's a fine line,
with effort.
but that bit, do you know what? Since then, you know when someone says to you something about a certain type of car,
and all you see is that car,
and all you see is that car everywhere. All I've seen in this last week is stuff about like cosmetics and the new series that Olivia Atwood's done on ITVX. Mate, right, firstly, don't watch it if you're squeamish, but also it is insane the lengths that people go to. So each episode she's done a face one, a boobs one, a bum one, the one I'm in the middle of watching when you phoned me before, there was a nice
foofy
vagina on the screen of me telly.
Wow.
And it's insane because it shows you the operation happening, like all
Like you
the
see a foof.
yeah, like
Yeah.
actual flappage on me telly.
Flappage.
Yeah, mate, flappage being cut off. But right, when I first started watching it,
You're upsetting Buddy.
when I first started watching it, I was like, no, what? Like, where is the line being drawn? Why is she She's 18, by the way.
Oh.
No, but hold on. She was stood there with her mum. They went on holiday. Mate, her flap fell out of the bikini.
No, listen, if she had an issue that needed a dressing,
It
then
did need a dressing.
that's fair enough.
Mate, it flap
But
fell
it's
out
where
of the
people
bikini.
are getting this, like,
Yeah,
again,
it's all about functionality.
do what you want to do what, I'm not having a go, but I can't get on board myself with all that, you know, like,
Yeah.
oh, I don't know.
She basically said to the surgeon, I don't care what it looks like, I don't want it to hurt because of the operation, but also I just don't want my flaps to fall out.
Wow. That
I mean,
poor
she
girl.
might not have worded it like that.
She probably didn't.
I don't want my flaps to fall out, I feel quite blessed.
I can't imagine flaps falling out.
Mate, exactly.
Although, right, okay, so I know you all know this, but
Oh,
I'm in perimenopause and I'm on a few Facebook
Are you
groups.
joking? Why didn't you mention it?
Fuck you. I'm in a few Facebook groups and it's grim. Don't join them if you are approaching perimenopause or menopause because they'll just scare the living shit out of you. But there was a person on there that one of her flaps disappeared. I'm not like him. And then she was like, you know, investigators, and I found one was gone. And I'm like, WTF?
Did she leave it somewhere?
No, listen, I'm reading the comments because the comments, they're all dead supportive, but there's no filters, there's no such thing. Her body absorbed her flap.
Just one flap.
Just one flap was absorbed back into her body, which technically means, I think, she absorbed it, digested it, pissed it out. She pissed out her own flap. Piss flaps!
Oh, me. I need to apologise to our listeners. We need to our viewers' discretion. Our listeners' discretion. I'm sorry
Oh
if
my
you're
God.
offended by any of this content.
I think I'm hilarious.
No, but the thing is, mate, is this what's actually going to happen to us? Is
What's
our
coming-
body going to start
what's
eating
coming over?
ourselves? Because there's parts of my body that I would be happy if my body ate. Not me flaps.
Not your flaps.
There's other parts I want to get rid of first. Is there like someone you can go and see to direct them?
I don't know. It's grim. It's such a grim situation.
Well, in the Olivia Atwood thing, she talked to this like nurse, and the nurse said to her, like, when you approach menopause, like, obviously one of the things that happens is you lose collagen, and when you lose collagen, like, everything goes a bit more
Saggy. Flappy. Why are you obsessed with the word flap?
No, but they were talking about flaps. It was the vagina episode, so she was talking about the collagen that you lose down there. So I knew the fellas, like, get saggy balls when they're old.
Do you know their
Well,
ears
you
never
can't-
stop growing?
Yeah. Well, imagine if a fella's ears, right, didn't stop growing, and a woman's flaps didn't stop growing. imagine the cause that would happen. Like, you sat on this.
I don't know if I'm going to leave this. What?
Where were you?
I was about to say what you just said, so I wasn't properly listening. I was running up to
Literally, why were you taking a run up? If you sat on someone's face whose ears hadn't stopped growing, they were like 90, and you're also 90, your flaps have carried on going.
He's going to
and not eating
suffocate
themselves.
from excess skin.
Well, it'd be like earmuffs.
It's not, and you're like, I'm done now, and he's like, no, 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 no.
And he's dead. Mate, we're not okay. What the hell?
Oh,
Anyway,
should we move on?
let's move on, mate. So, look at us with our little cards, aren't we, Deb?
Our flashcards.
Yeah.
So, things are changing a little bit round here.
Yeah, we're just
Round
making a few little
ways.
tweaks, because one of the things that obviously we found that we absolutely love doing this. We absolutely love it. And in order for us to gain the longevity, we need an audience, we need followers and listeners. So, I mean, I broke my Insta knob cherry this week, didn't I? I'm so proud
of you.
I was shitting myself, mate.
You can never
It
call
took
me an
me-
Instanob ever again.
Never can, because I'm calling myself one as well.
Okay.
But it took me about 5 takes. I think what I'm going to do next time is save them takes and keep them for bloopers.
Blooper reels
We
are the
love a blooper.
funnest.
We do, don't we?
Every time we go out and we stay over in each other's houses, that's what we fall asleep to.
We end the night watching bloopers when we're bladdered. Yeah, so I was dead nervous doing it, and I got home from work and I was like, oh, I need to just get this over and done with, because I was nervous. I didn't feel as bad as when we did the little 10-second live at Christmas. That was just freaky.
Oh, that really
The fact
was
that I
a
couldn't
good
see people
Yeah.
freaks me out, and that's how I feel about when I'm recording. When it's us, I can see you, so I feel fine about it.
Yeah.
There's an interaction, but when I'm just sitting there talking to a camera, I just feel like a proper knobhead.
I just assume no one's listening, so I can say what I want. I don't get like, because I
Yeah.
assume no one's listening. Most of the time they don't, like.
I mean, yeah, but that's
Especially my best mates.
No,
my
but
supportive best mates.
that's what we want to say to everyone, is we want you to listen, we
Please
want your
listen.
feedback, we want your interaction. We would love it if you could like as much as you can, comment when you have time, interact with any polls that we put on and stuff. You can follow
Subscribe
us.
to the Spotify
Yeah.
or wherever you listen to your podcast. Subscribe on there to us. Oh, we got another one today.
Did we? Oh, I love that for us.
I do too.
So we're on TikTok, we're on YouTube, we're on Spotify, and as Jack said, all the listening platforms. Obviously we're on Instagram. We're not on Facebook just yet, but any sort of like, comment, follow, subscribe, anything that you can do. Sometimes it literally takes 1 second while you're doom scrolling, and I get that probably about 100% of people doom scroll at some point, whether you're on the loo in the morning, whether you're sitting watching the telly at night.
Do you just say on the loo in the morning?
Lou, mate, you can't tell me you don't go on your phone in the morning. So whether you're listening to the kids fighting in the next room, or you're watching Love Island and it's a bit shit, or the adverts are on, if you're scrolling, like, comment, interact,
Subscribe.
we will really appreciate, and share stuff, share anything that we can. Someone said to me the other day, anything that we're sharing on our personal one on Facebook, we're going to set to public so that they can share it. So, you know,
I'm public on all mine anyway.
oh yeah, well, I would really appreciate it. I actually said to my mum yesterday, why haven't you liked any of our stuff? And she was like, oh, and I was like it, comment.
Support.
It's all, that's what it's all about. She was going to buy Jack a meal from the chippy the last time we recorded, because I was watching it with her and I was proper cringing, because it's weird seeing yourself on telly, isn't it? And she was like, is she hungry? I'm buying her a chippy next time I see her, because every time she was like this up to my mum was like, get that kid some food.
We're going to keep the agony aunt section because we asked on Instagram, and 100% of people, no, two people said that they maybe try something new, but everybody else said they wanted to keep it.
Yeah, but one of the things that I've been wanting us to do is a little shit happened playlist. So on the week in between, when we don't put anything out, we don't put an episode out, I want to put out a playlist. Now, Spotify, the way we've worked it out, you can do it on Spotify, can't you?
Mm-hmm.
So, and this is where the interaction comes into play, guys. I'm going to put a poll on each week, and I'm going to see if I'm going to give 2 types of playlist, and people can vote on what type of playlist that they want, and that's what I'm going to put out that week. Do you reckon?
So if I can, I'll put it on the screen now, if I can remember how to edit that. But what it is on the homepage of our landing page of Spotify.
Yeah.
I don't know if we can do it on the others, but we certainly can on Spotify. There is a feature called, where it says episodes about, and then there's one called More Like This. And on More Like This is host recommendations. Now that's where we can put playlists, any other, because somebody is obsessed with telling you about other podcasts that she likes.
No,
so
it's good to support people.
Any other no, but they've got so many.
Yeah, but
they don't need anymore.
One day, one of the big ones might be like, oh my god, them girls are amazing and they mentioned us.
Well, they can go, you'll see them there as well. And then there's an about section, which tells you a little bit about us and what you can expect from the podcast. And then a best place to start. So if you're new, if this is your first meeting with us, have a look at best place to start.
Are we in a meeting?
What?
Are we in a meeting?
They're meeting us now. Welcome.
Also,
hello, I'm Jack.
I want to know, Jack, what can they expect from listening to our podcast?
Just give us 1 quick minute. A wonderful trip to the brains of 2 40-something women, if you dare. It's like chatting to your best friend if your best friends are unfiltered, hilarious and not scared of any topic, covering anything from real life stories and experiences, hot topics and debates, from true crime, agony aunt advice and the latest goings on in the world.
Right, your homework. You've got homework.
Don't ask me to fix that because that took me ages. I was going to give that to you as homework.
No, I'm giving you it. There's 2 words I want to include in that explaining us. The first word is
what?
Dysfunctional.
Yeah.
The second word is phalanges. Mate, if you do that, I'll buy you a prize.
Okay.
And I'll buy you a better prize than the Christmas present that you've only just opened. Have you got it?
Do you want to see my Christmas present, guys?
Got her a Christmas present. One of her Christmas presents.
I don't know if it'll fit with me.
Does anyone remember our trip to Amsterdam? Do you remember why we didn't get Liam Neeson taken? This is going to be even better when we go back. Jack's got a new hat. It's called the phalange hat. They're phalanges, mate. She can put it on our socials, and if you're watching us, you can see it. You know, what's the point in doing glamour when you can look like that? Natural is best, Jack.
It's hot in here. I really love me Prezi, thanks.
So as well as all the other stuff that we've said, there's another one that you wanna bring this one in, don't you?
Weird, wonderful and what the fuck.
Segment.
What?
Segment.
Yeah. Weird, wonderful and what the fuck segment, or WTF if you're offended by fuck.
I know what is going to be first covered in this. You are obsessed. Are you saving that for next?
Yeah, I'm saving it. I've got a really good
starter.
But you see, they're only going to be like, so it's going to be a true crime story, the first one, and I I could spend an hour telling you all about it, but because it's just a segment, it's only going to be like 5 to 10 minutes.
Yeah, the
But-
brief overview of how hilarious.
It's going to be a challenge because some of the stories that the pair of us have spoke about, they're really quite fucking grim and gruesome. And
Obviously.
you know, we want to keep it light, man.
Yeah, we're gonna keep it light.
But we'll be able to. I think, you know, if you want to hear of people being slaughtered, but also piss yourself laughing at the same time.
Where you
Where you
girls?
girls?
Mate, that just epitomises the dysfunctionality. Is that a
Alright.
word?
What?
Is that a word? Dysfunctionality.
Dysfunctionality, yeah.
Hey, that's a long word for me on a Saturday, isn't it?
I think you use long
I mean, a
words.
Monday. But it couldn't see it from the future, past. Where are we? Anyway, so I think that covers everything, doesn't it?
I think so. Again, I wanted to say a massive thank you to everyone because the feedback just keeps getting better and better. I can't believe how much like the following has grown between the last 2 podcasts and now, and the amount of people that are like reaching out to us and saying they like what we're doing is really interesting.
I
I'm
tell
happy with it.
you a weird thing. The other day, I'm going over to have a word with someone about an actual work thing. I'm like in my work attire pretending to be a grown up and stuff. Goes over and she looked at me and she was like, "Oh my god, mate, you're in my ear right now." She was listening to the podcast
Oh
while
my-
she was working in the
That
office.
is mortifying.
I was like, "Oh my god, what am I saying?"
I know, my Tim was like, "You don't talk about me in the podcast, do you?" And I was like, "Ooh, that ship sailed. That ship sailed
No,
a
of
long
course
time
we
ago."
don't.
Yeah, of course not. Okay, I'll stop right now.
Obviously.
But there's only so much I can say about my Tim because his Mo listens.
Mate, that sounds weird. His
Mo is his
now.
daughter.
Who's a little cherub. She's so cute.
Isn't she?
Yeah. Yeah, in fairness, like, all of us do make cute kids, don't we?
Yes.
We're
Yes.
quite lucky, aren't we?
Yeah. Oh man, smashing it on TikTok. Have you seen it?
Ah, anyone who doesn't
She's
know this
hilarious.
kid
I don't know how she's that
needs
funny,
to
you know.
go and watch her. We allowed to mention her?
I don't know.
Check.
Do you know what?
And we'll
On the,
mention
if you
it.
go
We'll
onto
give
the
it a shout out.
YouTube, I'll put her handle and stuff on there. I'll ask her, and then if she says yeah on YouTube, I'll put her handle on there so you can click on it because she's hilarious.
She
Oh,
is
that's
so
another
funny.
thing we've got. We've got a couple of really good guests lined up,
Yeah.
haven't we?
Can I just say a big thank you to Buddy Boo? I want to say how much I appreciate him because I thought he'd be a little shit.
No, he's been so good.
He's been so
He
chill.
normally is good.
If he's got someone to
How's
cuddle
that
into,
good?
there's no ball to be thrown. That's the key. I had to hide it. And obviously he can't be jumping up and off the couch by the minute
He
because
came
we've
to
trapped
mine
him
a
in.
couple of weeks ago while we were podcasting, and he pissed on the floor twice.
He did. He did. Sos.
Anyway, thanks so much for listening, and as always, we appreciate you.
We appreciate you.
You can send all of your feedback and your agony and questions to our Instagram, Shit Happened Podcast. The I is a, what, is it a 1? Yeah, the I is a 1. We'll see you next week.
Love you.
Bye. What?
Jobs are good.
Job is a good one. Oh, you stuck your tongue in my mouth, you little minger. Like,
This is going swell.
I think I like this little life.
I can't.
Ah! Oh, fucking. It's flaccid.
Maybe cut that out so I don't want people knowing me toilet habits. Yeah.
Let's go disco.
Take 203. Was it?